Adam and Eve, second part. Hello, I am Andreas. This is Adam and Eve, the second part. Yesterday I created the first part. And the central message is that Adam and Eve are created beings. They did not become quasi-evolved from an earthworm to humans. But they were human from the beginning, an image of God. The image of God, that means it. Adam means human. God is spirit. Primary spirit. Thus Adam and Eve are also primarily spirit, creator beings. In them is creative power. The physical form, the created, is so to speak a space in which the soul takes a seat. A room that is available for a certain time, and then the soul leaves the room by giving the body back or stripping it off, or we say we lose her. But the soul moves on. She is not bound to it, to a specific solid body. And that we also have creative power and are spiritual beings, and that in us, our sense, a higher self, is as what we live every day by going through our everyday lives, how we do our work and for 40, 50 years do the same every day or so. That is not our higher self. It is what keeps us alive in this here and now, so to speak. Because we through this activity make money with which we pay our livelihood. But in us is also a higher self. For example, we can see that, everyone, when we really do something beautiful. There is something beautiful and something higher beautiful, which also has universal validity. And we know that. Knowing differently than memory, it is in us, that we have a feeling for it. And if we do something really beautiful, in the sense of charity, for example, which is not only related to humans, but charity applies also for the other beings. If we do there something, we feel that we ourselves are touched, are stirred, that our heart begins to beat strongly, or we love with crying. Yes, these beautiful, deep, beautiful emotions that increase spiritually increase. They raise us from the banal, what we practice. That is beautiful. I would like to interview the very young children, the 1 to 5 year old, or let us say maybe maximum until the first or second school year, who are not yet, who still have a lot of themselves from their nature and also act intuitively. Pull something out of the spiritual space and from their inner self, from their soul, from their heart, pull something out that does not seem logical to us adults, for example, or where we want evidence, scientific evidence that it really is so, like that one plus 1 is 2. And the kids have something else. They have a higher consciousness, and they also have, for the adult world, other messages. And often quite very important hints, which actually the adults should show, help should be, and show, look, the way you go there is not okay. It is wrong. This way is better. This is what very young children have on it. You can recognize it by being calm in yourself. When you create a balanced moment in yourself, a few minutes or half an hour, or never mind, one creates a very balanced moment in himself, harmony, peace, and then you look. You go out and just look at the little kids. How they stroll, how they look, what they do. Then you can notice that many of them, they go very tiny, but so subtle, as if they had a kind of invisible light around them. And subtle, they are not stuck in this banal daily circulation. No, they are floating spiritually, and that is great. And you can recognize it. If one itself is completely balanced, one can feel that. And then the invisible light becomes visible on another level, on a spiritual level. And that is the shine. Yes, I would like to do that. I will try if that can be realized. Then maybe I will these days or next week start a small survey. But I also have to ask the parents if I may publish this as a video, or if I can interview the children and ask simple questions. For example, what do you think about that people always want to make wars? The little child has a very clear answer. Or how do you find it if very, very much money is spent for that you keep getting new tanks and missiles and bombs and atomic bombs? The little child has a very clear answer. Or the question, what do you think if a human beats and tortures an animal? The little child has a clear answer. And sometimes ask what you wish for. How do you wish? What should change in this world? Or is everything good so as it is? Yes, such a few simple questions. What dreams do you have? What would you like to be? What do you want to change? And then publish it. And that's what the adults should listen to. And also those who have 3 professorships or are billionaires who are supposed to be successful in this world. Yes, listen to them who really have a message. And that's fun too. I want to do that. So, that was now Adam and Eve. We are all descendants. That's so. The last Adam is also title for Christ. So there is also a connection between Adam and Christ. And that is also the statement, I am beginning and end. That fits together too, because Adam was the first, the beginning. And when Christ says, I am beginning and end, and Christ is the last Adam, then he is the last Adam. Yes. These are nice thoughts. That is fun. to think so, giving freedom to the spirit, let the spirit fly, and then you do not need to see fly like an airplane visible, but feel it. See with your eyes closed. Can hear what is inaudible. That's all spirit. That's all mind. And that makes you really happy. That leaves you hovering, and then we feel that in us a much higher himself is. Our superego, so to speak, is also in us. So, shalom, nice day. Now I will finish it. That touched me all. It touched me, you say. Yes, that's the way it is. That's just also my strength. I'm deeply touchable. Okay? Nice day. It's beautiful weather. I will go out later. Maybe I will ask 1, 2 children. Just take a look. Bye.